Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whoever may be here. Please like, share, subscribe if this reading does resonate. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personals, and I'll put that link down in the description. Let's see what's happening. I heard Anita, Nani, Noonie or Noonan, Nunez, Nunny, none. And I heard that ain't none of your damn business. Very loud and clear. But it's mainly because it feels like somebody with a lot of authority or a lot of power or a lot of say-so in a situation in some type of way. Feels like they've been telling a lot of lies, especially if it's a possible earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It feels like someone who may be heavy set, or someone who may be in a position to where, again, they have a lot of power, authority, or a very big social status in some type of way. And it seems to me as if, again, this energy has been telling lies, or this energy has been getting deceived for a very long time, especially if they've been in a position to where they are trying to protect someone, have been pretending that they needed protection, because that's what it really feels like, is someone who's pretending that they need protection from somebody who's not threatening them, pretending that they're being harmed, threatened, abused, bothered, battered by somebody that is not bothering them in any type of way. If the shoe is on another foot, this could be somebody who is denying the fact that they are aggressively trying to take advantage of someone financially. Not physically, it feels like financially they're trying to take advantage of someone, especially if this energy is jealous of this person. I heard protect. I keep hearing that protection. So it feels like somebody is ready to have a conversation with this devil, with this demon, or about this very toxic, narcissistic ass energy, because this person seems to be plotting. It's a very ill energy, a very, very shady ass, like, oh my gosh, demonic ass energy. I'm gonna be completely honest, y'all. Especially if there's anybody named Billy or Barry that is a factor in this equation. Billy, Barry, Bari, anything like that. It's coming across to me as if I keep hearing Bari, Jabari, Ari, anything that ends like that. Bari, Barry, Bari, Bully, anything like that. This somebody here is like shocked at how evil or toxic the energy of this situation has become, but it's become like this because somebody is on the defense. But again, it feels like they're protecting their money, or somebody who doesn't have shit and they're trying to cover up the fact that they don't have anything, or that they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're talking about. So they're getting angry because it feels like, say for instance, they're trying to put on this role of a millionaire, this identity that they got it, this identity that they know everything, this identity that they're an expert, okay? This identity that they deserve or have earned their social status, or whatever this stuff is, whatever this position is, whatever, okay? But there are people who are really disappointed in the services that they're receiving, or the quality of product that they're getting, the quality of work that's coming out of this energy, or whatever, out of this situation, the results. They're not happy with these end results, but they're not happy with these end results because, again, this energy doesn't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, or they don't know what they're talking about, or they're very, very inexperienced. And there are more experienced energies that are coming into this environment, coming into this territory, this company, or into someone's life, to show them that they are really like not who they say they are. They're not about what they say that they're about. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like, that's funny. I heard kick the hoe niggas out, let the boss niggas in. It's Skilla, baby. I was just trying to think of what song that was. Kick the hoe niggas out, let the boss niggas in. No cap, Skilla, baby, is what that song is. So if it feels like somebody is like upset because the real deal has showed up, the real people, the real owners, the real, you get what I'm saying, like parents possibly in this situation have shown up and stepped up. But it honestly, excuse me, feels like this person has had to defend their reputation like fuck. But it's mainly because, again, someone was trying to make it seem like they were being threatened. It like this shit wasn't safe, or they feared for their life, or something like that. But this is fake as fuck. This is a liar. It feels like someone who has been trying to act like they're scared of somebody because they want them to look threatening. They want them to look aggressive or look like an aggressor while they're antagonizing them. You get what I'm saying? So it's the energy that's going to do all of this little shady shit behind the scenes, do all of this little scamming ass bullshit behind the scenes. And when people start to realize what's going on, or when the person starts to defend themselves, like, man, this person doing all this shady shit, whatever, they try to act like this energy is a villain. I'm hearing Cruella and I'm seeing Cruella de Vil. So I don't know if like fur or dogs or animals or again, this sense that these people need to be hidden, need to be protected. These things, these products, these, you get what I'm saying? Their valuables, their fur, their identity needs to be protected. You get what I'm saying? Their spots. Like, this bitch wants somebody's spot. You hear me? So bad that they're willing to turn into a villain to do it, but they have to be sneaky now in this conniving bullshit. But it feels like I heard Mr. something, like a fucking Scooby-Doo. You know, at the end of Scooby-Doo, when they rip the mask off the person, and it's typically somebody they've been fucking with the whole time. Do you hear me, Virgo? It seems like somebody is finally realizing that they're sleeping with the enemy, or that the person closest to them is the enemy, or this energy is a narcissist, and they're never going to change. They're never going to change their ways, or they're never going to help this energy out or be of any type of assistance, because they are jealous and evil and toxic. It feels like somebody who is trying to push off their demonic energy, their dark force onto another person or into a situation just to hurt people, or just to betray somebody, or just to see somebody sad and miserable and lonely. Possibly just to see this energy beg for their affection, beg for their attention, beg for their love. Okay. And it seems like it works, like for especially if this is a possible Pisces or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It seems like this shit is working on somebody. Or I keep hearing white woman, and oh my gosh, it was this part in White Chicks. Where the white women at? I think it's when they start the runway show. I can't make this shit up, y'all. So, and y'all know, like, when that runway show started towards the end of White Chicks, like, it was them trying to kidnap the girls, you know? But they happened to kidnap the girls, and it just was the police that they was kidnapping too. You get what I'm saying? So somebody may be undercover in this situation now and finally figuring out who the fucking aggressor is. Or somebody may have done some type of investigation to actually realize, like, oh shit, like, it's you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if it seems like somebody is finally ripping the mask off of this person, especially if this energy has a lot of money, or again, just received some type of promotion. They just received a pay raise, or they have just received some type of honor, glory, or recognition that these other energies are about to strip from this energy. Because again, it seems like they've been so jealous of this other party or these other people in this equation, and people are finally seeing what's going on. So they're pushing this energy out the door. Okay. It's like, no matter how long they've been here, no matter how experienced they are, no matter how much talent they have, or how popular they are, or how long these people have been in a relationship with this person or in this situation, they're not going to stand for this bullshit, because they know that this energy has been lying and telling a lot of lies on somebody, just because, again, they want their spot. It feels like they're being very nosy and sneaky and stalkerish. This is cyber stalking and physical stalking, especially if there's somebody named Tamisha or Tamaya or Tamika or Tamia, Tammy, Tamara, anything like that. That's a factor here. Mela, Mila, Mia, Min, Minnie, Moni, Moni, especially if there's a Monica or a Monique that is a factor in this equation. This is a stalking ass energy, especially if they're tied into somebody that's helping them do the stalking. I heard GPS, so they may be tracking this energy. They may even have put some type of device on their vehicle, or have it a way to be able to track this person's location and their whereabouts, and they know that. But I heard Lisa or Leisha, Lana, Londa, something like that. Alan, Alina, Alonda, Alana, something like that. It feels like somebody's about to find out that this energy ain't worth shit, especially if this person has a bald spot. They're bald, or balding, like they have like the George Jefferson going on. This energy feels like a really big factor, because they look like a fucking stalker, or somebody that they're tied into looks like a stalker. I heard Maria or Mary, Marion, something like that. Marina, Melina, Marvin, Marl, Meryl. I keep hearing Marie. I keep hearing Marie. It feels like somebody is in a space to where they're ready to give up on this bullshit. Or they're ready to stop cooperating in this bullshit because they know that this energy is trying to fucking, like, again, stalking energy just because they want their spot. They want to take over their position. Whether this is like, again, a parenting situation, whether this is in a company, whether this is a relationship, work, family, friend, or romantic. Somebody is like, I want to be the leader. I want to be the star of the show. I want to be the go-to. I want to look like the responsible one. I want to look like their go-to. I want to be the one that everybody depends on type shit. I want to be the one that they call on. That's how they're pulling this. But the thing is, they're using very deceptive tactics to be able to hold down this position. And it's not going to work any longer. It feels like somebody who's been trying to act like there's been tension or drama or some type of friction in between people or in a situation where there is no friction or no tension. Especially if there's somebody named Nanny or Nani or Nina, Ninny, anything like that. That's a factor here. And I keep hearing none. Somebody is trying to act like they got beef with somebody who they don't compare to, somebody that's not thinking about them, somebody that's not bothering them, somebody that hasn't done shit to them but possibly put them in their place or showed them, again, that they are here and this energy is here. And I just don't see anything wrong with that because, again, it's through work. It's through somebody's work ethic, their line of work, their product, whatever. It's just like, yo, this product does not compare. This service does not compare. The lifestyle does not compare. So it's just something that this weak ass motherfucker needs to accept. It just feels like somebody cannot accept the fact that they just aren't anything on this, like, or nowhere near this energy's level. It's like, okay, just put in the work. You get what I'm saying? Put in the work. If you want to be better, don't hate on the people that are better than you. Just put in the work to improve yourself. You feel me? But it feels like this energy is too proud to ask for help, to ask for assistance, to ask for guidance. So they're going to spy and stalk and watch so fucking closely and try to pick up on how somebody does something, how somebody, their recipes, their product. You get what I'm saying? Their plans, like they're trying to figure out, like, how are they doing this? How are they pulling this off? How are they managing this? You get what I'm saying? They're doing that type of stuff, but they're trying to do it through observation, not necessarily asking questions, not being direct. So it's like they're not getting the answers that they're looking for because they're just being a fucking spy and being nosy. And it's like, why don't you just ask this person face to face? Why don't you just go to them directly? Why don't you just connect with them? Why don't you just buy the product? You get what I'm saying? Why don't you just patron their business? Why don't you just connect? You feel me? But they won't connect because they're too prideful. It's like somebody has way too much pride to like feel as if they're submitting to another energy. But it's like, if you don't know what you're doing or don't know what you're talking about, don't fake it till you make it. If you got somebody that can help you get on the right path. But this energy would rather be fake and artificial. And because they're being fake, you feel me, they're getting exposed for the fake ass shit that they're doing or the fake ass person that they're being. You know, I keep hearing haircut, something like that. And I heard trimmy. But it does seem like somebody who's trying to act like they know somebody personally, but this energy is exposing the fact that this energy only knows them by stalking them. Like, bitch, you don't know me. You watching my social media. You don't know me. You get what I'm saying? Like, but somebody is like, again, they've been trying to act just like be run-tailed at the fucking newspaper in some type of way on somebody else's life, and people are finally realizing, like, damn, like, you don't even know this motherfucker, or they don't even talk to you, y'all don't have no personal relationship, and they don't. So it's like, so you're getting all of this information by gossip or by word of mouth, or you get what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, and they finally feel like they look pathetic, and other people are calling them pathetic, so they no longer want to fuck with them. This energy is pathetic as fuck. I'm sorry. They are pathetic. I heard BP, B and P, BP. Yeah, these energies look fucking pathetic. I'm sorry. It looks like they are so uncomfortable with the fact that they've been stalking this energy, because the energy is calling these motherfuckers out. Or the shit that they have done to this person, done in this situation, that they have been like, oh, no, 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 that's not what it is. That's not, you know what I mean? No, you feel me? Trying to change people's minds when these people know what they're feeling, they know what they're hearing, or know what they're seeing, whatever. Like, they finally get it now. It's like this energy can't gaslight people anymore into believing that they're telling them the truth, or to believe that they're, you know what I mean, feeding them nutritious information when they know, like, like, this shit is bitter. This shit tastes bitter. This shit tastes sour. Right. And it does, because it's a bitter ass energy that's giving people this information. I heard palm. So it may be a palm reader in this equation, or somebody that may be trying to get tarot readings or something on someone else's life. And because they're doing this, it feels like their insecurities are being pulled out. But because, again, they're getting readings or doing shit on to somebody that doesn't even know them. And it's like, why are you so thirsty to see their life? Why are you so thirsty to get into their personal life or into their personal business? But the person that's doing the work for them thought that they were doing this because this energy was being stalked or harassed or bothered, right? But they're not. And again, it seems like the bigger picture. Here's the enlightenment coming in. This other energy has been getting used. This is somebody trying to abuse their power, authority, insight, gifts, abilities to be able to take advantage of somebody else's freedom or privacy. And because they have been doing this, it seems like they're really, really winding up very miserable, sad, and disappointed. Because, again, it seems like the energy that they've been doing it to can pick up on that energy. Like, I know this bitch is getting readings on me. I know this bitch been trying to do spiritual work on me. I know this bitch been stalking me. I know, you get what I'm saying? Men or women, y'all know bitches unisex. But it's like they know, they're picking up what they're feeling. Okay? And it feels, especially if there's somebody named Kyle or Kylie, Kayla, Keely, anything like that, Kelly, anything like that. That's the factor in this equation, a K name. This energy knows that they're being the stalker and they're being fucking weird. And it seems like they're lying. Like, they keep lying, like they're just so confident and so bold. And I heard pageantry. And I heard pattern. Right. Because this energy seems like their mental health is really affected by their love life. And they don't handle disappointment or rejection very well. And it seems like they're dealing with somebody who has caused them a lot of emotional turmoil or gives them a lot of mixed signals, is sending them mixed signals. But this energy seems like they're doing it intentionally, because this energy is trying to latch onto them without their consent, or they're trying to get them to accommodate to a lifestyle that they're not accustomed to, or this energy is realizing that this energy is portraying themselves as living a lifestyle that they really aren't about. You get what I'm saying? So they talk a good game, but they really can't back up the shit that they're talking. And I don't care if this is tied into what they, like I said, what they do for a living, tied into their sex, tied into their conversation and intellectual property, tied into their abilities. You feel me? Like, whatever. But it's like this energy just, they're nervous now because other people are like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. But they're realizing that they're good because they found the pure energy that they're looking for. These energies are coming into enlightenment to where they know who loves them. They know who supports them. They know who's actually in their corner. You know, they've gotten away from this demon or this toxic ass energy, this dark ass energy that they've been kind of like consumed by for a long time, or stalked by, haunted by for a very long time. And now they're pushing themselves into a much better space, a much lighter space, a much more pure space. You know, I keep hearing Lonnie, Alana, Lonnie, Lana, Laney, Lanny, Lan, Lynn, anything like that. Or a Lee could be a really big factor in this equation. Somebody named Lee. It feels like somebody is so disappointed, or these people that have been called as the warriors, the foot soldiers in this situation, are so disappointed in themselves because they got convinced to go to war against something or somebody, or in a situation of where it was uncalled for, it was unwarranted. And now they're confused because they don't know how to make up for this shit, because it feels like somebody who is just trying to suck the life and happiness out of another energy. But it's like, what was your point of doing this? Like, what was your purpose in doing this and saying this? Or, you know, like, why did you attempt to try to make a mess of this person's life like this? But again, it's just like they're just like, I don't know, I feel bad. Especially if there's an Army or an Aubrey. That's what I keep hearing. It's a factor in this equation. I heard, what's the consequences? What are the consequences? And I heard 7 years. I heard federal, something like that. Feedy, finny, feed. And I heard feeder or fetter. And I keep hearing cheddar, Chester. And I heard took it on the chin, take it on the chin. And I heard that's 14 years of their life. 14 years of their life. And I keep hearing, yes, they will. Yes, they will. But it seems like somebody who's like putting their right hand up, like, I swear on my life, this is what happened. I swear on my life. They may be under oath, like confirming, like, nah, I know, I'm telling the truth. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. They're telling the truth. It feels like somebody who's singing their song, telling their testimony, and it's making people uncomfortable as fuck, because the people who have been trying to play the role of villains in this person's life, like I said, taking their spots, trying to skin them the fuck alive. Like, these energies feel weird as fuck and ashamed and embarrassed that they've been trying to do this to somebody, again, who has not been bothering them. Especially, again, if there's a Tommy or a Tamika, that's a really big factor in this equation. It feels like somebody who's been gossiping a lot, who's been tracking somebody, again, following somebody, stalking somebody, because they're emotionally disappointed in the way that their own life has turned out. It feels like even their children have been a part of this, or a child has been the center of this whole equation. And this energy knows. I'm seeing somebody with braces, or like it could be Invisalign, anything like that, but something is on their teeth to correct their teeth. This feels like a really big factor. This person feels like a big factor in this equation. Quasia, Quay, anything like that, Qui or Q. This energy feels like a big factor in this equation also, or someone with that name. Because again, they are so disappointed. They are so disappointed in themselves, especially if this energy is losing their job, or losing, again, their family, friends, and associates, affiliates, because they're now finally siding with the energies that have been on the right side of justice, or have been just doing the right thing in this equation. It's just like these people seem like they are exhausted. Like, damn, like, we've been beefing with this motherfucker for all this time just because you couldn't stop watching them. You couldn't stop hating on them because you thought that they were doing some shit to you, or accusing them of doing some shit to you. Like, what? Yeah, that's exactly why they did it. Their insecurities are the reason that this person, if you were a part of the stalking, this is because of somebody's insecurities. If you don't understand why somebody has you watching somebody, stalking somebody, following somebody, it's because they're insecure. They didn't do anything to this person. They didn't do anything to harm this energy. They're not doing anything to harass this energy in any type of way. They're watching this energy out of insecurity, because this energy feels like this is who they may be losing their spouse to. This is who they lost their ex to. This is the energy that they may have lost. Again, they may have lost, like, money to this person. They may have been trying to steal money from this person and couldn't do it. So now they're bitter. But yes, especially if there's a Scorpio in this equation. It feels like somebody who is trying to, get away with being emotionally messy. And there are people who are tired of mess, having mess in their life, or mess manifest in their life. But they know it's because they've been attached to these other parties, especially if it's an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or someone, again, or a couple, a married couple, or a whole family of people. It's like these people are in a relationship, but somehow, whether it's a business relationship or a romantic relationship, they're tied together. They could have the same last name. They could be siblings. Like I said, a family or some sort. But it seems to me as if somebody is a fucking manipulator, and they know that they've been a manipulator, but it's meant to keep someone out of these other people's lives, or to keep someone out of this company, out of this business, or from being promoted to this top spot that they actually deserve. But the thing is this energy doesn't need this spot nor this opportunity any longer. And that's what I love about it. So it feels like somebody has evolved and created their own business, own brand, own company, own lifestyle, own family. Okay, they have ventured off and created something that holds weight in their life, or again, something that they can pass down to their descendants. And it means a lot to them, you know. It feels like the energy who's been, again, getting manipulated into caring about people in situations that they shouldn't even give a fuck about, you know, because, again, it's like, damn, like, they fucking with my family, so I gotta go protect them. They doing this to my people, so I gotta go protect them. I gotta go to war for them. But this energy doesn't realize that these are the people that are starting shit. So if these people keep calling you like, hey, I need you to get over here, come do this, I need you, we gotta handle this, on some shit like that, they trying to get you involved in some rah-rah shit, ask them why this rah-rah shit is going down, because I guarantee it's because of some shit that they're doing to somebody else. And these are the people who are fucking retaliating in this situation. It's especially if somebody is accusing somebody of harassment. This energy has been stalking this person for so fucking long and watching this person for so fucking long, but trying to accuse them of harassment. Okay? Especially if there's a Tisha or a Tisha, a Tasha, a Tiny, any T name, that's a really big factor in this equation. Is somebody named Tommy or Tamika, Tammy, anything like that. This energy is a fucking fraud, and they know that they're a fraud, and it feels like they were crying wolf for attention. Somebody was crying wolf for attention, and now they're realizing like, damn, you feel me, was this really worth it? Because people are realizing that this energy is the stalker. I keep hearing what's your location? They have somebody's location, and I heard indefinitely. So you may want to check your contacts or check the people, you know, anybody that may have had your phone or that could have access to your phone, anybody that may work for a phone company, a phone store, tied into anybody that works for a phone company, a phone store, or even a car dealership. But it feels like these people have access to tracking devices or access to, again, false accounts, fake accounts, to where they're catfishing somebody and hiding and pretending to be people that they aren't, possibly, again, using their family members as flying monkeys to be able to watch you and stalk you. And they know that. I keep hearing Tamara, there it is again. I can't make this shit up. There's somebody that is stalking somebody so hard, but they feel like they are so old. Like they just look way too old to be doing this. Or this energy may be like somebody's parent who's watching them through a fake account, through catfishing them through a fake account just to be able to see their social media, or like stalking them through their social media and shit to be able to see what's going on in their life. But this energy seems really, really uncomfortable. Okay, it's almost like somebody who wants to be somebody's friend so fucking bad and so desperately. But again, they're too prideful to admit that they want to be somebody's friend or that they want to support this energy because they think that they're bigger than them. It's almost like, oh, I'm too popular to fuck with you on a public level. Or you get what I'm saying? Or what are people going to think of me if they see us being cool, if they see me having casual conversation with you? What are people going to think of me type shit? But this energy doesn't realize that they're really not like seen as like a socialite, or seen as if, you feel me, it's just like, the fuck, get out of here. Like it's almost like they have this inflated sense of ego to where they just can't like make people feel more popular, well known, or supported, loved than they actually feel. But it's whack. It's whack. So Virgo, it looks like you're about to close the door on business partnerships, business relationships, to where you feel like people are trying to compete with you, or people are trying to learn all your tricks and trades just to be able to use this shit when you're away. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like they want to know how you do this and how you do that, and what do you use for this and what do you use for that, and how do you manage this and how do you manage that, and what do you think about this and what do you think about that, to be able to come back around and use all of this shit themselves, or do all of this shit themselves. Make sure you're charging for your time or your expertise. You hear me? Don't do shit for free. We don't work for free. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is. Do you hear me? If it's a question, if you feel like the information that you have is that fucking valuable, and this is how you make your money, okay, I don't care what you do for a living, but your teachings, whatever you're teaching, is very, very valuable. Make sure you are charging what you are worth, because there are people who cannot wait to be able to get inside your brain, to be able to pick your brain or get inside your head, or to use your gifts, your talents, and abilities for their own pleasure, for their own purposes. You get what I'm saying? So make sure that you are benefiting from these deals, benefiting from these partnerships, actually gaining something out of these opportunities, because it really feels like there's a whole group of people, a family people, a team of people, possibly a cult, a coven of some sort, anything like that. That's a really big factor. And they're trying to do spiritual work on you, or to be able to take you out, or to be able to, again, overpower you to where they don't need you anymore. Okay. And then they're going to count you out. So Just watch yourself, excuse me, because it really does seem like a whole group of people are just like, man, like, yeah, we want to learn from you. We want to get information from you. Or there's a married couple that's doing this shit. We want to learn from you. We want to get information from you. But there's a very competitive spirit tied into this couple or tied into these people. They're watching because they're trying to absorb all of this information out of somebody or out of somebody's company, out of an entity, to be able to create a bigger entity of their own. So it's going to be shocking because it's like, damn, like, I didn't even think, I wouldn't have taught you this if I knew that you were just trying to use it to step on my toes or to take over my business or to, you feel me? It's shit like that. But that's what they're doing. They're coming into somebody's company, coming into somebody's business to be able to get all of this information out of them. So again, whatever you're teaching, whatever your gifts and abilities are, they are very, very valuable. And honestly, they feel priceless because they feel God-given, you know? So I will tell you this, if this is something that you do not charge for, ensure that you are feeding people who are ready to learn, okay? Do not feed people who are just going to misuse your teachings, misuse and abuse your gifts, your talents and abilities, because it's going to backfire. You get what I'm saying? It's going to leave you exhausted or feeling as if you're drained or feeling as if you're just doing this shit just because. But when you fuck with people who know how to take your gifts and talents and abilities and multiply that shit, expand on that shit, or to help you also, there's this fair exchange to where it's like, I'm not just here working just because. I'm not just here doing this shit just because. You can watch the people grow from the things that you're giving to them, the information that you're giving to them, the gifts that you're giving to them. Do that. Okay, focus on those energies. We don't want to waste time on people who are, again, just trying to abuse our gifts, talents, and abilities. And I explain that to people. That's why I stopped doing love readings for a long time, because it's just like, I'm not into like telling you what you want to hear. I'm never going to tell anybody what they want to hear. And it's like people will get love readings just to be able to pacify their insecurities, or want to do shit like that just to be able to pacify their insecurities. And it's like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for you to activate your God self so you no longer have that sense of insecurity inside of yourself. Your gift of discernment can tell you like, hey, if you think this shit feel funny, it's fucking funny. You feel me? If you think everything is all good and gravy, understand and know that everything is good and gravy. You get what I'm saying? But don't ever question yourself. I don't get into work where we have to question ourselves. You know, that's not what I'm here for. And I'm not here to, again, pacify anybody by, you know, telling them what they want to hear, or just like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're not ready to evolve, if they're not ready to grow spiritually, if they're not ready to use your gifts, your abilities, your talents, or to enlighten themselves and to enlighten the world around them, to brighten themselves up and to brighten the world around them, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. You get what I'm saying? So it's fuck with people who know your worth. Fuck with people who understand the value of the product that you have. Fuck with people who understand how priceless your gifts, talents, and abilities are. You know, because they're going to appreciate you a lot more than those who just are trying to use you because of your convenience, or because they know that you're the best. They know that you're great at what you do. And it's like, shit, well, I'll give you this. If it, you know, don't settle for none of that shit. Y'all don't give a fuck how many no's you have to say, because the right energy is going to come in. When that right energy is going to come in, it's just going to be natural. You don't, it doesn't have to feel forced. It doesn't have to feel, you know, as if you just are like beating a dead horse. Okay. These people are going to actually be attentive. These people are actually going to be, your work is going to be effective. And they're going to appreciate the fact that your work is effective and high quality, or your gifts, talents, and abilities are pure. And they cannot misuse this shit. I keep hearing, stop calling me. Stop calling me. Right. Because it feels like somebody who's calling somebody, like, again, harassing them. They're bothering them. And it's like, this energy ain't doing shit to nobody. They're not bothering anybody. I heard, I don't even got your phone number. How did you get their phone number? I keep hearing that. Right. Because they're stalking this person. I heard hack. Right. They're right. I can't make this shit up. Thank you so much, y'all.